Two of them left and one of us left.
No!
Come on, look at my.
You guys didn't see anything.
What is this? Free to play?
You guys didn't see anything. That was
Forgot the name of the game.
bad thing happened. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You what? You have 29 hours of Scorpio?
Yes.
Inside is okay.
Oh, that's cancerous.
Yeah, it's better than.
And I'm dead because of
At least I have
Right.
aim with my gun. No, most of at least half of my kills are so bad.
Hold it to quality.
I understand it.
Right, I got it.
But yeah, don't dismiss it as just the trash.
Very nicely.
It is quite nice.
Tang is dead. It's all cool. It's all cool.
We aren't missing a tank though.
That's okay, we don't need a tank. Come on, man. You know how this game works.
I do. I'm usually the tank.
Okay. Tank equals a lose.
What?
What?
Oh,
How he
shut-
was not dead?
There.
You didn't see that too? You didn't see that? He hit the
Like that?
wall. No. I thought you stayed. Game just cut me out.
You're getting pushed.
Oh dear. That's thank you.
Need some healing.
Look at that. Live. She's attacking. Live. Live.
Got Winston again. I need healing. Oh my god.
He's it.
I vote.
No, he's not it. He's alive. I remember. It's time to like
Nice. That's triple kill.
think I can kill you, don't you?
What?
Slow back. Slow back.
Never.
Never gonna let you down.
No, think you thought I
Sure I
can
am.
kill you. I'm sorry.
Don't rickroll me.
Now I'm not killing you.
Got jump
Don't
rat.
come here, Kelly. What? He killed me
There's a tracer
in
on
one
point.
shot?
Yep.
I
Fighting
just
him.
regret.
Trying please. Not to die.
Oh yeah, he killed me in one shot.
I died. Where was my healing mercy? Nice, I knew there.
Control myself.
Thank you.
What is it, fool? Lucio!
Arm around the point.
Thank
I'm
you.
on fire, look at me. Look at me.
I vote.
Lucio came.
Is it behind the point again?
She wants my turret. She can't have it.
Got it.
Today,
Only the
we
bullets.
are going to teach how to play.
Oh my
What a
god, that was,
what a dumbass.
That's actually
that was so close.
No, 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 that was so stupid of him. He used his deflect, then he dashes in front of the turret.
Ah, yeah. Never do that, kids. Stay in school. Learn how to play over.
Stay out of school.
Okay. Divano,
today.
back.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to play. Lucio, why Lucio?
Like
Tracer at point. Tracer is right outside point.
Okay.
So today we are going
Where is it?
to lay this seal.
I don't know, she got hit by my power bit and
It's
she
been a long time
tried
since
to
the channel.
hit the point. No, she just killed the sniper.
Help! Help!
I know it's my background is noisy.
Got it.
Okay, I failed. I could kill the player. Oh, I think you res me. I think it would ult.
Every series that style of gameplay. Yeah, last two.
Help! Okay.
Last 2 weeks ago. Look how long did I
Nice kill there, Mercy. Better than our DPS.
I'm not gonna lie, I think my content is just
Oh!
Oh, are we gonna win it? Huh?
Yep. For sure. Except for the last
What?
except for the last game. No worries.
defending is actually quite easy.
Please forgive
Maybe some. How was that not quadruple kill? That was really close after the triple.
And then maybe when
I will never get a card.
I'm gonna teach you how to play Lucio.
Alright,
Aw.
thank you.
Let's
Bye, Viva. Bye, Viva. I love you. And I love
Okay, we
you.
got a great topic. We're gonna play Billy on defend and also a Tracer that is attack but not defend. Actually, on defense, on hunting. There's 2 heroes.
Hello guys, it's Snip celebration of this agenda color one, so I really like it.
Hey girl, you want some tail? Let me smash.
They also sent me a metallic bat fidget spinner, so that's pretty cool I guess. Next item in the box is LED stripes for your computer. I do not recommend buying these if you don't know anything about computers, but if you know something about computers, they're pretty easy to install, don't worry about it.
Let's see what's in the new box I got here. Wait a second. Let me just put up my brand new Razer Man of War. Alright, last package. It's from Razer. What can it be?
Don't be mercy. I swear to God. I suck at it. I know. I grade it. I know. I get it. I get it.
Well, I guess I won't be needing these anymore.
I literally bought the Razer Man of War 1 week ago because I wanted to stream at DreamHack and I knew that the Razer Man of War had way better mic quality than my other wireless headset. A good thing about the headset is that it's not too pricey for being a wireless headset. I personally like the headset, otherwise I would not have bought it. But in the end of the day, it's down to personal preference, so you might not like the headset as I do. Anyways, it looks like I'm kinda out of items right now. If you liked what you saw, the links is in the description. I decided to make a Snipsy TV YouTube channel. It's basically stream highlights.
Hey guys, today we're gonna teach you guys how to play Lucio. This is actually kind of video is gonna make me a long time. I dropped quite low.
I remember watching him in the youth team. We all did. And then he started training with us. I remember his first game. I was lucky enough to give the assist for his first ever goal. So he's a great friend. And it's lovely to see him giving so much joy to people who love football.
But I think the whole team immediately realised that this 16-year-old kid was going to be the best player in the world. Because Leo was already able to do great things. He had all the tricks. But his talent is not just his dribbling. It's not just his skills or his speed on the ball. But he also has goals in him. He's also a winner. And he enjoys himself playing football.
Messi takes everybody up. Messi has got it! 19 years of age. He gets a hat-trick. You can't write a script like this. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what What a goal that is! Have you seen a better goal than that anywhere? I very much doubt it.
He does things that nobody has ever seen before. He does things that nobody understands how he produces them. He does them consistently. Just when you think you've worked out his genius, he'll then do something else completely different.
For me, Messi has been a gift from the footballing gods. He's just such a phenomenal talent. A player that not only beats people, but mesmerises them, produces magical moments, scores a multitude of goals. He's also an honest player. He gets kicked, he gets hacked, he gets up. He never dives. He doesn't cheat. He's just a brilliant example for footballers everywhere. And if everyone copied him, the game would be much better.
You see one guy that it's kind of a gift. Like it's what he does is unheard of. I mean, I don't know if we'll see that ever again.
Here's Messi. Messi! Who is the best player in the world? Stunning! Just stunning! How much longer can this guy keep improving? Here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How good is he? Best player in the world, bar none.
Oh, magical Messi! He is something else.
Oh, Messi! He scores in England, and it's at Wembley.
Who's the best player in the world?
Lionel Messi.
Who's the best player of all time?
Lionel Messi.
Who's a more complete player than Messi? Messi is the best, but in everything. He doesn't just score goals. All the registers that a player has to have: work rate, combining, understanding the game. He's simply the best.
You know, the guys he's playing against now are all extremely athletic. They can all run like the wind. All the defenders today generally can run like the wind. He's making them look slow. He's making them look ponderous. He wrong foots them. He makes them look stupid at times.
Do you think he's the best ever player?
Yes, I do.
For me, he's the best player in the world, and by a distance.
Can you do anything to stop him as the opposing coach?
Yes, you can, but the difficulty with him is he's not always in the game, you know. But when he's in it.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm so triggered. I've been stunned 3 times without any. I'm triggered. I can't give me 3 times. He stunned. No, he actually stunned me 3 times. What? Woman! Just fucking cut. What? Whoa! Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. May you can't do anything. You freeze me, but you can't do anything. I love how the May frees me and the free sound. It's like pain in the ass. Thank you very much. It's like I'm being targeted by cancer. I'm so right at this moment. Oh my god, Tracer. You can't do anything. They had a Forbian and a Bastion. Yeah, see, wrongly. They had a Bastion and a Forbian together. We are playing. Oh my god, Bastion inside. Yeah, I saw something wrong. Hey, Bastion. I am so. I really want to play. I don't know why. I feel like in shock. I want to play Adam correctly. Like, I really. It's okay, bro. It's okay. They had a Bastion and a Forbian. I'm so. I can't kill anyone. I can't prove you guys. I'm so sad right now. I don't know why. It's like deja vu right now. I don't get it. I'm so scared. I'm super scared to go out right now. Life is bad. I'm super like, okay. Thank you very much. Almost died. Let's go, man! It's Lucio time! Get fucked, bitch! I don't know why he actually. Alright, mountain call. Time to hide. Time to hide, girl. Time to hide. Can you see me? Bye-bye. Actually, it's true that. Okay. No! Just to kill me! It's just to kill me! So it's anyway. Making records. I don't get it. Bye-bye! High five! It's not this time, brother! This is good. This is good. 20 kill, 10 also kill, and he give me like a boost again and again and again. I don't 6 meeting. Oh my god. We got so many times. One nice hit, Henzo. Why do I talk like this? You can talk with you. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm gone. Have fun. Bye. Have fun. Bye. It's time. It's time to go back. Hey guys! It's time to go home.
He's really dangerous, and his team gets in on the run with the ball, and once he's on the run.
Oh, Oshi! Oshi!
I did nothing. I'm dead. Great play.
I'm gonna check boys.
He's won. Nice. Okay, luckily you got it.
Oh, my turrets actually did work.
Monkey's low. Oh, we should have this.
Oh shit. Maybe on a mains, I should just play Mercy and you should probably start it.
The 5 kill.
Oshi!
I did nothing. I'm dead.
So many things, okay. But I saw no one. Hey, I'm gone. Bye guys. Have fun. I saw no one here. How? He said. What? How do you know? Hey Enzo, maybe you miss again. You missed so many times, and I sucks because my missing.
Flow like Genji.
Why, Winston? Why?
Wait a minute.
How do you?
I've been a featured creator in YouTube Rewind for the last 2 years, both in 2016 and 2017, but I've made the decision to not partake in YouTube Rewind 2018 next year, and these are my reasons why. Before I actually get into these reasons, I do just want to say I am anticipating a massive backlash of this video, okay, because I don't think there is any way that I could carefully word this without sounding a little bit entitled, a little bit arrogant, okay? Some of these things are completely selfish, so I'm ready for the comments. All I would ask is that you perhaps try and sit through this whole thing before letting me know that I'm a piece of shit. If you still think I'm a piece of shit after watching it, then by all means open season, okay? But to put it really shortly, YouTube Rewind is the most self-serving, unprofessional, ill-judged piece of shit that YouTube could ever come up with. This year in particular was absolute shit for personal reasons and also just the content of the video was terrible. I'm going to split my reasons into two different sections. Firstly, I'm going to start with my thoughts on this year's YouTube Rewind as a creator. And secondly, I'm going to give you guys my experience of being on the set of YouTube Rewind for the last 2 years. Spoiler, it fucking sucked. Personally, in my opinion, I think the last good YouTube Rewind was 2014. Not only because it had different YouTubers of different sub-ranges, but also because it just didn't feel oversaturated. It didn't feel like YouTube was trying to cram thousands of people into 7 minutes, which is exactly what they did this year. Now, YouTube has obviously exploded exponentially in popularity, okay? I think in 2014, I think Felix said like a dozen channels had 1 million subscribers, and now I think it's over like 2,000 or something stupid like that. It's blown up, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to try and cram a different millionaire in every fucking frame. Obviously, they want to showcase the biggest YouTubers from around the world. Okay, cool. The problem with that is that people from different continents are saying, I don't know who this is, I don't know who that is. You're just showing people 2,000 rich kids. Great. You want to know a simple solution that would make YouTube Rewind amazing next year? You can have it for free. I don't mind giving you this gift. Make regional rewinds. Have a YouTube Rewind US. Have a YouTube Rewind UK or Europe or Asia or India or Australia or fucking Antarctica. Do different videos. You have the money, you have the budget. It means you can give more screen time to those specific creators. You can use songs that aren't just fucking Despacito, okay? You can use songs that are actually popular in those continents. And like, I guess you could argue, well, Emma, isn't this just dividing people? No, it's giving your creators more screen time. It's giving them a spotlight. You have the money, you have the capability, and people will be happier. There you go. This point doesn't really work with the last point. I'm aware of that. Quite frankly, if you're a small creator, no, actually scrap that. If you're not Liza Koshy or Jake Paul, YouTube doesn't give a fuck about you. Doesn't give a fuck about me. Doesn't give a fuck about Tomscar, PewDiePie, Marzia, PJ. It doesn't give a fuck about you unless you have TV potential, okay? 2014 was last good rewind. I know I've already said that, but basically, if you look at the part where like Felix jumps through the roof and then it goes into like this classroom, that's the UK community in there. You've got Luke, you've got Dodie, I'm pretty sure Nikki and Sammy were there. People of different sub-ranges, under 1 million. I think Dodie had like 200k. I think Luke had like 400k. It felt way more about specific communities, like the UK community or the US community. Now it's just like, let's just cram all these people who don't like each other into the same shot and have them throw slime at each other. Woo! Where was Ashens, who uploads amazing comedy content? Where was Dan Nerdcube, who was uploading daily until YouTube's demonetization literally drove him to fucking therapy? Where's his reward for getting through all of this bullshit? The gaming community can pretty much go fuck itself in YouTube's mind, right? Quite frankly, if you have under 1 million subscribers and got into YouTube Rewind this year, it was probably a fluke, because it's just big creators. And this is my main message to you. If you are a small creator, if this is how they treat big creators, cramming them all into like one specific shot in order to get all of them together just for the gifts, if that's what they treat the large creators like, what do you think they think about you? Simple. They don't think about you. I want to get very, very specific on this point. This is actually, believe it or not, a reference to a viral video. It was done terribly, but it is actually supposed to be a reference to the news reporter on the BBC who had like the kid walk in. You remember that thing? Anyway, the opening shot of YouTube Rewind 2017 was a TV show host. Well done, Susan. You got your fucking wet dream. What's his name? Stephen Colbert? Is it John? I don't fucking know who it is, because I don't really watch TV. I know that he's on TV and he has a YouTube channel, just like Jimmy Fallon, just like Jimmy Kimmel, just like Ellen. The people that YouTube actually push. I think it says a lot about the direction that YouTube has been crashing into over the last 2 years, where they open Rewind with a TV show host. And Liza Koshy, obviously. I kind of get why they thought this was a good thing to put in. I can see how they naively went, this is a really nice message of peace, kumbaya, I get it. But if you take a step back out of your arrogant fucking bubble, you can see why this was just the worst fucking thing to put in the video. A message of hope and unity, because YouTube is obviously the breeding ground for peace and love and respect, and a place where we can all stand up against all these wars and racism and terrorism. Not only was the placement really weird, they just slung it in the middle and then just replaced it with a fidget spinner straight away, like it was just a brief message and then, oh, back to memes. It's just funny that this is a website that has literally had reports of people being fucking radicalized. Like, essentially, if you really want to push it, YouTube is the reason that some people have been murdered. Which is fucking abhorrent. And it feels like this was kind of almost like an open statement to the press.
Emma.
Media. We don't stand for this, we don't stand for this intolerance, we don't stand for hate speech and terrorism. You do a fucking terrible job, okay? Not only are you not really censoring these videos, you're censoring people like us who aren't doing anything wrong! I feel like the way that you should have properly done it was to sit Susan down with a fucking webcam and go, I'm sorry that I fucked up this entire website and not done a good job at censoring radicalization videos, and it might have led to the murder of many people. Whoops! That would have probably had more meaning and probably would have gone down better. But hey, let's all hold hands and then go back to fidget spinners. Whee! So as I said, I've been in the UK community section of the YouTube Rewind videos for the last 2 years, 2016 and 2017. Now before I get onto this section, another disclaimer, I want to state that they had the same director in 2016 and 2017 for the UK part, and I got on with him so well. He is a lovely, lovely person. We talked about North Korea and he lent me his coat and it was wonderful, okay? However, being in it both years, I noticed a lot of things that made the cast feel very underappreciated, things that really lowered morale on set. You can have YouTubers say, oh, it was so much fun being in YouTube Rewind. Chances are they're probably bullshitting, especially if it's in the UK. Maybe in sunny LA it's different, I don't know. In 2016 the UK location was in London. It was a construction site out in the open. Not sure how it passed health and safety tests, but it did. If you look very closely, that blur, that's me! And you can also see me here for a brief second as KSI's backup dancer. Thank you very much. In 2017, if you look very closely and maybe don't blink, oh! Did you see it? That's me! That's me! I made it! Mom, I'm famous! 2017 was filmed at an all-boys school in London. Both shoots were outdoor shoots. Oh, we had fun. We did not have fun. That was a lie. It sucked. So I just want to state that obviously I know that all film shoots, whether it's a short film, a Hollywood movie, or YouTube Rewind, I know that there are always massive waiting times because you're not the only person being filmed, okay? You have to wait your turn. I understand that. There is always more waiting than there is actual filming. That's always the case. It's not YouTube exclusive. However, nobody on YouTube Rewind was there because they were a budding actor in LA desperate to make it and see their name in lights. No one was there, you know, just to be a background extra. We were all there because we've basically been conditioned to believe that YouTube Rewind is a massive privilege, that we should feel honored to be a part of it, which seemingly justifies the long hours standing around in the freezing cold, unpaid, I guess. More on that later. So the first year was middle of October 2016, and this year was the beginning of November. Don't know if you've been to the UK, but it's pretty fucking cold then. I actually went back and looked it up. Last year, middle of October, it was around 11 degrees Celsius in the morning at like 8:45 when I was due to be on set. It felt like maybe 3 degrees. You could see your breath in the air. So let's talk about the first year. Got in the car that YouTube paid for. Just, you know, I can't take that away from them. They did pay for my transport. I don't think they paid for many people's transport, but they did pay for mine. Got in the car at like 6:30 in the morning. Got there for about, I think, like 8:15. I was due to be on set at 8:45, and I remember turning up early because traffic was really, really good. I turn up on set. I go to wardrobe where they're like, here, have some ugly black jeans and some ill-fitting boots, and you're going to be wearing just a shirt. No, it's October, but just a shirt. Got dressed, they did my face, kind of well, I guess, and then booted out, you know, out of wardrobe, you know, moving on your own. And then pretty much we were all just left standing around waiting for our part. Now, I actually had to pretty much offer up my services to be in other shoots, in other parts of the shoot, because I was so mind-numbingly bored waiting for my part. Like, I didn't have to film until like 2:30, 3. So why I had to be there at 8:45, I don't fucking know. But it was my first year, and I was excited. I was like, okay, this is great. I'm gonna be YouTube Rewind. I'm gonna get my moment. Everyone's gonna recognize me. It's gonna be.
It's great to be here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus did it!
And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? Well, I'd say the ability of Christian Eriksen makes him the standout player. He plays as a free spirit with license to roam to his liking across the attacking third of the pitch. A craftsman and a very smart free kick taker too. Going for goal! He scored! And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Welcome back to Football Daily, where today we'll be taking you through 10 players who aren't the biggest fans of Pep Guardiola. 10. Yaya Toure. Some players can only dream of playing under Pep Guardiola, but one man who seemingly can't escape him is Yaya Toure. At 23, the Ivorian midfielder was at Olympiacos, emerging as one of the brightest prospects in Europe and drawing the attention of Rijkaard Barca. A €10 million transfer was finalised and Toure became the trusted defensive anchor behind Xavi and Deco. But this wouldn't be the case when Pep took over. Coming from managing the B side, Guardiola sold the likes of Deco and Ronaldinho to bring in bright players like Busquets and Pedro, with the former's presence eventually being Toure's downfall. And when Busquets established himself as one of the first names on the team sheet in the 09-10 season, Toure's game time suffered, playing less than 1,500 minutes in that campaign. The midfielder was aggravated, who after his move to City claimed that he didn't care about him until the transfer offer came in. 7 years later, they reunited and Yaya is back to the wage. 9. Mesut Ozil. How could one of the most shy footballers on the planet hold a dislike for a manager he's never even played under? Well, for Mesut Ozil, this case began after the 2010 World Cup, where the German playmaker established himself as one of Europe's elite talents. Barca were amongst the plethora of clubs interested in Ozil, with the player himself preferring to move to Catalonia. However, Pep Guardiola apparently wasn't that arsed, with the Barca boss always on vacation and never called or even sent the rising star Pep's message out. Instead of donning the Blaugrana strip, Ozil ended up at Real Madrid, where he tallied up 47 assists in 103 league games under Pep's rival Jose Mourinho. The Spaniard will have the last laugh though, as Ozil only won a single Copa del Rey and the league title during his stint at the Bernabeu. 8. Jadon Sancho. Now, we don't claim to know the juicy details which caused City wonderkid Jadon Sancho to end up at Borussia Dortmund, but from the quotes given to the press by Pep, his departure seemed a little fishy. The City boss claimed that he, Sancho and his agent verbally agreed a deal which would see him as one of the highest earners in the academy, and took hands to ensure the trust of the player. Ink, however, never touched the paper, and Sancho skipped City training sessions and their pre-season tour to thrash out a deal with Derby UB. Sancho's already played against Bayern Munich in the league for Dortmund, and the Weststadion is a perfect place for the winger to develop. Pep, however, harbours no ill towards the youngster, labelling him as a huge talent and bidding him good luck in his future endeavours. 7. Alexander Kleb. A failure at Barcelona, Kleb should have been perfect for the Spanish Giants. A skilled dribbler, he played on the wing and behind Robin van Persie at Arsenal, helping the Gunners reach the Champions League final before becoming one of Guardiola's first signings at Barca, along with Dani Alves and Gerard Piqué. After 7 months, Kleb had only started 5 league games, and though he ended up winning the treble, he was not content to sit on the bench, openly courting Bayern Munich in the press. He could have won a treble again, with Inter seeking to loan him the following season, but instead returned to former club Stuttgart, before ending up at Birmingham. Unwilling to take responsibility for his disappointing spell at Catalonia, Kleb went to war with Pep, declaring, "I don't think Guardiola was the best coach in the world. He trained the best team with the best players. The best coaches are Jose Mourinho, Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger, from whom I learned more than from Guardiola." 6. Bojan. In 2007, after scoring over 900 goals for Barca's youth sides, Bojan Kirik became the youngest Blaugrana player in the history of La Liga when Frank Rijkaard gave him his debut against Osasuna. He went on to become the first player born in the 90s to score in the Champions League. And when Pep took over at the Nou Camp the following season, fans felt he was inheriting both the original Messi and his natural air. Bojan made over 100 league appearances under Guardiola, but still somehow felt he had been hard done by, saying, "Guardiola didn't give me enough opportunities to show what I could do, and that hurt." Given that he was playing with Messi, Xavi and Iniesta, scoring a goal every 4 games probably indicates you weren't good enough, and the youngster can consider himself lucky to have 3 Spanish titles and 2 Champions Leagues in his trophy cabinet. He was sold to Roma, then Milan, then back to Barca, then to Ajax and finally to Stoke, arriving at his 5th and least glamorous club by the age of 24. Sorry Bojan, but even you have to admit, Pep got this one right. 5. Samuel Eto'o. Unlike Bojan, no one could complain that Samuel Eto'o wasn't good enough for a Guardiola side. The striker won the treble in Catalonia in 2009 and won another the following season in Inter Milan, scoring 52 goals across the 2 campaigns. Despite Pep winning the league and Champions League in his first year as a top-flight coach, Eto'o felt the manager had proven nothing and objected to being told what to do. "I reminded him that he'd never been a great player," said the Cameroonian. "I told him, I'm Samuel Eto'o and I'm the one who makes you win. He was lecturing me on how to attack when he played as a midfielder." To be honest, that sounds like Eto'o doesn't understand what a coach's job is. And he and Pep reportedly spoke just 3 times over the course of their season together, before the striker jetted off to Italy. That campaign remains the only one in which Eto'o passed 30 league goals. 4. Franck Ribéry. When Pep arrived at Bayern in 2013, rather than finding a team locked in a struggle with Dortmund for German supremacy, he found a squad of newly crowned European champions, and the egos to match. The Catalan had planned to turn Franck Ribéry into a false 9. After 14 assists and 10 goals in the league the previous year, the Frenchman was happy where he was. Pep's complicated system of positional play demanded a lot of players who've been used to freedom under Jupp Heynckes, and when Pep eventually ditched Munich for Manchester in 2016, his departure wasn't mourned by all. Ribéry made clear his preference for Guardiola's successor, telling the press Pep lacks experience. Sometimes he talks too much. Football is very simple. Ancelotti knows how to treat his player. With him, I feel confident again. Now, that's a bit rich coming from a guy who won 3 successive titles under the Spaniards. And he changed his tune pretty quickly. Ancelotti lasted just over a year at the Allianz, and Ribéry was apparently among the senior players who contributed to his departure, throwing a hissy fit when he was subbed off in a 3-0 loss to PSG. Maybe Pep and Carlo aren't the problem, maybe France is just a dick. 3. Joe Hart. An integral part of Mancini's side which won City's first ever Premier League title, Joe Hart's time for the Sky Blues now seems like a distant memory, much like his ability to keep a clean sheet. During his time up north, the Shrewsbury-born stopper was lauded as the Premier League's best keeper in 2012 and won 4 Golden Gloves in between City's sticks. His position as the undisputed number 1 came in jeopardy as soon as Pep joined the club, who shortly made Claudio Bravo one of the world's most expensive keepers, whilst Joe Hart was sent on loan to Torino. Both keepers were as shocking as each other, with Hart averaging 1.5 saves per goal and the Chilean immediately won. The next summer, instead of giving Hart a second chance, Man City signed Edison for a whopping £35 million. Meanwhile, the Englishman had to settle for a West Ham loan deal. He's since proclaimed that his treatment under Pep wasn't fair and simply doesn't care about the situation anymore. Now he has to settle for David Moyes, and I would wish that fate on my worst enemy. 2. Dante. If Dante Bonfim had an inferno, Pep would be one of the first people he'd chuck into it. The centre-half was lucky enough to join in Heinkes' treble-winning season, establishing a mean defensive partnership with Jerome Boateng, conceding just 15 goals in the league whilst the Brazilian was on the pitch. So, what was the issue, you may be asking? Well, Dante was sold to Wolfsburg in Pep's last season despite being a constant starter before the move. And after the defender joined Nice, he claimed that Pep was world-class on a tactical level, but isn't good on a human level. Quickly realising what he'd said and how much Pep helped an unremarkable talent like him with multiple titles, Dante clarified that his quotes were taken out of context, that he has a great deal of respect for his former manager and would never speak against him. Nice try, Dante. 1. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yep, everyone gets it. Zlatan, of course, enters the list at number 1, with his war of words with Guardiola grabbing headlines across the continent. It all started after Guardiola's first season and treble with the Blaugrana, as the Catalonian wanted to add to his star-studded squad. The famous phrase, "if it ain't broke, don't fix it," comes to mind, and the Swedes arrived at the new camp from Inter for £59 million, and their legendary striker Samuel Eto'o going the other way. He joined other future Barca superstars like Chai Grinsky and Kerrison in what was possibly the worst window in the club's history. Being started out wide for the greatest player in history, Zlatan's ego couldn't take it, and a feud with Pep started to begin. The striker claimed the Catalonian bought a Ferrari and treated it like a Fiat, called him a coward and said he had no balls. Despite Ibra's hatred of the ball genius, there's still an undenying respect, as he did call Pep the best coach in the world.
So I hope you guys liked that video. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. And if you enjoyed that, why not check out the video on screen right now? I'm sure it was great. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Mostly good, I should add. Steered out wide. This is in a low one. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here. Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble, yeah? Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Battles to win it back. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Marcos Rojo. He's left his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Son Heung-min. It's gone for a throw-in. Long and high towards the flank. Could try cutting inside here. Going through. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Well positioned to make that interception. Now the pass. Can he put it away? Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? And that would have been game, set and match.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting.
Up he gets! It's come back out! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Delaney goes looking.
He's left his man. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Can he get Morata shoots? Dembele, great challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Almost nothing left on the clock here. The final 5 minutes. Shot at goal! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Has gone out. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min was pulsing down that left-hand side. Son Heung-min. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. So the manager making the last of his changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep him plugged.
Great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Two minutes to be added on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and a result which is well deserved. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. Players will be with us anytime. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beck.
Here we go! Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Choke slap. And a 5. Throwing her both down and out. Let's get things underway. A win. That is what's needed here in order for the champions-elect to become the champions. Is this to be the day when the wait finally ends? Kaka, out wide to the right. He's left his man. And he's onside. Dele Alli. Now it's Kane. Over to the left. He's through. It's got through and Marco Asensio. Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Is it in? Spectacular from Ericsson! And look who it is! It just had to be!
And that's why he's developed such a big reputation for coming up with the goods when others struggle. When defenders get a bit flustered, his focus just seems to go up a notch.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Because of that first goal,
massive lead! Well, any visiting team would come here with a certain sense of dread. He's had a shot! Fantastic from Marco Asensio! And they are disappearing out of sight! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Going through. In towards the middle. He's in space and looking for options. Dele Alli. Now it's Kane. Marco Asensio. He's got away. Pumps it into the area. Goes for goal! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Ali very nearly made that count from a combination of luck and good judgment.
Up to meet it! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kane certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Carrillo. He's gone for a throw-in. Mahrez plays it in. And it's Okaka. He's having a look round. Marco Asensio, chance to break. Going for goal! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And it's Carrillo. Bakayoko. Good challenge, he just stood for... Oh, Kaka! Disappointing finish in the end.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Davis. Marco Asensio tries a through ball. Kane. Dele Alli passes it through. Repelled by the keeper. Managed to get it away. Just brushed off the ball there. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's Okaka.
Chalobah. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Now the pass. Going through. Surely. And the ball's come out. Oh, great chance. And a goal. And already they're looking to run away with it. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled. Bakayoko. Carrillo. Bakayoko. Looks like a good ball through. He's left his man. Hits one! It's there! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage. Miguel Britos. Bakayoko. Otsukaka. Takes it out to the wing. Run down the left-hand side. Gets up to head it! Can he bring out a shot? And that has been clubbed away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue. Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Andre Carrillo. Aurier. Marco Asensio. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Mitsukaka. Bakayoko. That had to be more accurate. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there. Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Carrillo. Okaka looks to slip it through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Now it's Carrillo. He's got away. Carrillo plays towering header. It wasn't a great header in the end. This defence is wary about opposition pace, so they're just not getting too tight. Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. Aurier tries to play it through. The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Davis. Aimed long and direct. Ali. Ericsson. Now it's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Marco Asensio. In it comes. Carrillo. Pizzarate. Plays it out to the wing. Andre Carrillo. Pizzarate. Chance! And now has a hit! Dele Alli. Is on the back foot. Now it's Kane. Tries a through ball. Marco Asensio. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Zarate. Over to the left. Andre Carrillo looking to get on the end of this. Andre Carrillo. Andre Carrillo deserves great credit for the block, prepared to put his body on the line. Fine defending there. Kane with the ball through. Mahrez. Marco Asensio. Now the pass. Can he finish? Sensational from Kane! And again, they pile on the misery. Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come. He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him. Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player. Kane being withdrawn, but not without warm applause. Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him. And it's Zarate. Dyer gets it back. Dyer goes looking, chance to break. Nicely controlled. Has a look and place it in. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It cannot be long now. Their crowning moment is imminent. Forward it goes. Mahrez. Miguel Britos sticks in a foot to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Andre Carrillo. And the weighted pass. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Eriksson goes looking. Dyer. Eager to come up with a better ball. Dyer encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. This is it. A journey's end, and what a journey it has been. After the blood, sweat and tears, now the glitz and the glamour. A ceremony for the champions. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions. This is their moment.
right?
That
Because
was Bastion on the left.
that'll just kill the turret. I mean, it's dead already. You've dropped it in a bad position there. You're running up to a Bastion, and somehow you managed to get it, which is honestly a miracle. I'm choking. It's so crazy. But this.
Welcome one and all. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The action has already started. He's got away. Chance. Shakes the shoot. Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Llorente certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Aurier gets it back. And it's Luis Suarez. Played out to the wing. Jordi Alba. Aurier. Looks like a good ball through. And help's available out wide. Going through. Mahrez. Up for a header! Oh, nearly. Nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter. Yeah, this has been pretty decisive, no doubt as to who the better side is.
Dele Alli doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Looks to slip it through. And now the breakaway. That'll be a throw. Now it's Messi. Tries a through ball. Well played, he saw that coming. Now the pass. Now it's Llorente. It's Llorente! Llorente with a beautifully timed run. Eriksson managed to get it away. Dele Alli with the cross. Hits it first time! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Llorente will probably beat himself up after that as the sole culprit. Well, when both teams are going about their business in such an attacking fashion, I think we're on a winner here.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Jordi Alba. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for it, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Lovely feet. Into the middle. And it's Llorente. Ball is over the line. Mahrez. Oh, glorious footwork. Up to meet it. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Rakitic. Sergio Busquets. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Whistle's gone. That's foul. And it's been taken straight back. And it's Marco Asensio. Titi. Luis Suarez. Over to the left. He's left his man. Jordi Alba. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Goes for goal. Yes! Barcelona are back in business. Lloris reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Rakitic. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez looking to force his way through. He's in space and looking for options. Arda Turan. Rakitic. Arda Turan. Plays it. Can he put it away? It's Marco Asensio going through. Marco Asensio. And the shot! Wasn't easy.
Well, as best goalkeeper, the keeper just received an A+ grade.
Towering header! It's anyone's ball. Danger averted for now. Checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He's got away. Pushes it in. Header! Yes, it's in! And again they hit the front. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
That'll be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. We're already into the second period. It's over the line, and it is a corner. Eriksson, looking for options, gets up to head it! This could fall anywhere! Messi. Luis Suarez. Nelson Semedo. Rakitic. Luis Suarez spreads it towards the left. Jordi Alba could try cutting inside here. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And he's made sure that that won't get through. PK.
Barcelona have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Eriksson. Out to the flank. He's got options out wide. Marco Asensio. Marco Asensio has a go! And that would have been some goal.
Marco Asensio cannot be a happy.
Shapes for an overhead. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Mahrez really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
And And it's Turan. It'll be a throw-in. So, the manager making the last of his changes. Jordi Alba. With the ball through. Arda Turan. Forward it goes. Breaks on here. Mahrez passes it through. Kane looking to get on the end of this. Going through. And a header! Fantastic from Marco Asensio! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Straight header, made it look easy. Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch. Rakitic looks to slip it through. He's left his man. Musk has a pop. More and more and more and more. They are running riot. And surely that settles it. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. TT. Nelson Semedo. Messi. Paulinho. Messi. Looking to get on the end of this. Messi. Crosses in a low one. Looks like a good ball through. Tries a through ball. Mahrez looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Long and direct. And it's Luis Suarez. And the through ball is intercepted. Coaxed out to the wing. Now it's Mahrez. Oh, he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Now the pass. Mahrez. Mahrez plays it in. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Keeper goes long. Now it's Mahrez. Sergio Busquets. Jordi Alba. Rakitic. Nelson Semedo. Long and high towards the flank. Well positioned to make that interception. Tried to play it through. Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Marco Asensio. Oh, sweet feet from him there.
Going through. Kane.
Kane with a shot!
Barcelona look as though they're about to make a change. It's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Luis Suarez pushes it out wide. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got away. Dembele. Dembele hits it! That really should have hit the net.
Barcelona making another change here. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
What a throw in. Just brushed off the ball there.
He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Llorente gets wrestled off the ball. Now it's Arda Turan. Rafinha hoists it high. Battles to win it back. Time added on will be 2 minutes. A real chance to break. Mahrez, massive lead! He scores! And they are pulling still further away. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done. And that is that. Victory in round 1. Still plenty to do, but the job is started. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat counter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
Tactically putting the turret on the payload is like with a Reinhardt, yeah, it would work better. But if this is all you wanted to do, you would be better off playing Bastion instead. But yeah, I'm not going to stress this anymore. It's a really horrifically bad pick to play Torbjorn on this map on attack. It is so bad that I'm just going to say nothing more about this now, right? So let's take a look at what you're doing. I mean, you've got a lot of scrap there, so chuck down your stuff. Always prioritise giving the scrap to the healers as well, or the more squishy targets. That's actually a really good use out of Molten Core to just push back that Bastion up there. Like, you can obviously see why they picked the Bastion is probably to try and pump out a lot of damage onto you, because you are the major problem to this enemy team. They just don't know how to deal with you. But the way that, you see where that Junkrat was there? He was like in a crazy position. He was way out of position. He's trickling in. They're trickling in again. They're just letting you damage them. This is like horrifically bad play off the enemy, which is sort of amplifying the effect that you're having on the game. It's making you look like you're dominating them and destroying them. And you are, don't get me wrong, you are. Like, that. He should have just, he should have just absolutely obliterated you there. Like, utterly obliterated you. This turret placement, yeah, it's kind of fine, right? They're not going to expect it to be there. We're going to Molten Core again. I mean, you have had a surprising number of Molten Cores on this attack, and this is kind of why I guess Torb looks effective. But my massive issue with this is if you were playing any other character, even if it was a soldier, I know we've got a soldier on our team, it would be arguably a lot more effective. Maybe McCree or something like that, but whatever. You're playing Torb. You know, I said I wouldn't dwell on this, and I keep going back to it. It's because it is such a massive issue, and this is going to be the reason why you're stuck at this level and why you've in fact dropped down if you play a lot of Torb like this, because Torb is one of those characters you can't just universally play on every map. Yes, there will be exceptions, and I'm sure people in the comments below will quote to me people who have managed to get Torbjorn to Grandmaster and top 500 or whatever, and I'm sure that's the case. But with those guys, they are absolutely exceptional players, and it doesn't really reflect the standard player. Torbjorn on attack.
Torbjorn's not gonna work.
There's no need to say that to your team either.
Sorry. Sorry, Torb.
Although they are sorry to you. But they were within reason to say it's not going to work.
Stay with Torb.
Yeah, now we can properly talk about Torb, because Torb is awesome on defense on Hollywood. A little bit better. You should get ultimate charge straight away. So if you watch the ultimate charge, the healers or weaker targets rather than just giving it to yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing? There was no need to do. Right, this is good. There's no need to shoot the fire extinguisher, right? That's just wasting time getting back to the point. This is now the exact point I want you to put the turret down. So you've done a awesome job there, Torby. Have a Torby tick. This is good. Why is this good? Because they have to shoot it from this direction. They can't flank the turret, right? There's no way of flanking this turret. This is a great position. You upgrade the turrets to level 2, and then you run away. Now, obviously, I presume that you do understand that you can only get the super turret if your basic turret is upgraded to level 2 when you use Molten Core. It doesn't just automatically upgrade the level 1 turret. This is fine. Diva's just going nowhere. We're looking for right clicks on Diva now just to take her out. The Hulk just obliterate. So that's fine. We'll take that. Yeah, so we decided to move the turret. This is a much weaker position than the position the turret was just in. What we've done here is we've taken the turret from a very nice position there where it's got complete vision over the entire capture point, which is great, to a point here where it's got vision into this area, but it's very, very exposed to attack. So this turret will probably get taken down. You're not going to get that much value off this compared to the other turret, or you shouldn't do. But again, we don't know what this enemy team are going to do. But remember, the whole point of overanalyze is for me to sort of prepare you for what's going to happen in the future. Now, they've got a Winston now, which again is another thing. You should be pressing tab more often, so I can see who the hell is changing on the enemy team, so we can see what ultimates are available. Typically with Torb, there isn't really any kind of ultimate synergy that you have with other people. Like, Molten Core is a great ultimate to just turn Torb into like a super beefy tank. That puts out quite a lot of damage. You just run around smashing people at close range. Like a tanky Reaper, that's kind of what it does to Torb. Obviously, it upgrades his turret as well. So let's see what happens here. So they're coming in with the nano-boosted Winston. The Reaper is just suicided into the turret. We've managed to get the Molten Core on the go. We've got the upgraded turret doing work, chasing her down. She is a key priority target. We kill Anna, that's massive. Yeah, I would keep the right clicks going there. We've got the Super Winston. We should be able to clean this up now. Alright, this is fine. Alright, we need to change the turret location though. Okay, we res. That was a really bad res off that Mercy. We didn't need that res at that point. The turret placement, you need to move the turret. Like, this is not great. We know, right? I'm just gonna. No, you know what? I'm gonna pause. I'm just gonna tell you. They've got a Winston. That means they're diving in onto the point. That means the turret's not effective unless your team just rush forward here and kill the Winston. But this again is very risky play. Look at the time. Right? Look at the time. 48 seconds to go, and we're deciding to go out there and engage them. This is risky. Very risky. Alright, this is okay. We're spamming the choke. Farah's in again. Actually, you managed to ding Farah. No. Why just put it in the side? Like you just put it here. Just put it there. Like, it's literally going to take an extra few seconds. Makes it so much more survivable, and it can fire out onto the point. Because that's where they're going to go. This here is a very vulnerable position. Torb is, a lot of Torb play is about great turret placement. You do that and you'll get awesome. Yes, handling his weapon, it is difficult, it does do a lot of damage. You get used to that over time. Knowing when to use the alternate fire is pretty simple. You fire that at point blank range, yeah? I mean, if Mercy's not going to take the armor, just walk up to her and throw it in her face. See, that Winston's crazy. Like, a Winston should never really be diving a turret from Torb because, like, you just obliterated him there, walked up to him and right-clicked it. It's not really effective for that to be, you deserve that. You really, really deserve that. So, I really have to stop this and highlight this because this goes beyond like just playing Torb and whatever, even though Torb is really viable on defense here. Look at the time. For God's sake, man. There's 7.1 seconds left. 7.1 seconds. So we think, you know what? Let's just run forward. No, that's a total waste. That is how you throw games because you just let them kill you. The rest of your team are playing very risky there as well. Oh, look, what's this? Yes, I'm Torb. Hello. They didn't get to the point, so it kind of doesn't matter. But okay, let's see if you bring up the score screen. I bet you get play of the game, don't you, as well? Typical Torb. Come on, talk. Okay. All right. Well, that's sad. Okay. So let's talk about Torb. Let's talk about non-Torb related issues first. You don't press tab enough. You need to press tab. We need to be able to see the score screen. The score screen gives us a lot of information. It tells us what the enemy are doing. It tells us what their composition is, and it also tells us what ultimates we've got available on our team. You have a microphone. You use the microphone to gloat. With any of these skins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first skin that you're looking at right here, this is the casual Hanzo skin. Now, this is not official. This is a mock-up that has been made. I can't actually find the source of this. And by the way, the source to all of these, or almost all of these concept images, the Hanzo is also the Roadhog. Just need this in the game. Listen, that's all I wanted to say there. This is the Nightmare Candy Torbjorn. Now, like this pays for Blizzard, but then again, you know, this is a game with well, Winston in it, and like the thing with Diva is the actual toy soldier, so the green toy wood on his portrait for a skin. This is a Christmas inspired into the wings actual.
This is the story of
Fluffy. Just looks like crazy. Like I say, it's not going to be a skin. It might be, I don't know. Now this. Now if you look on this picture, there's collect, because if any of you guys are like me, like on your